The Miami Dolphins just made a move that could flip their entire season. Malik Willis is no longer being treated like a backup plan. Miami is giving him a real chance to lead this offense, and that choice has placed the whole team under pressure. If Willis works, the Dolphins may have found the answer nobody expected. If he fails, this season could fall apart fast. What makes this more shocking is that Miami is not asking Willis to run the same old offense. The team is building around his speed, strong arm, and ability to escape trouble. That gives the Dolphins a style defenses have not seen from them before. But there is still one question Miami cannot avoid. Can Willis make the right play when the game slows down and the pressure gets heavy? This is not just a quarterback change. It is a full team reset, and Jeff Hafley knows there is no safe way back. Jobs are open, young players are pushing veterans, and the old Miami plan is being left behind. But the Dolphins did not take this risk for no reason. Something inside the old team had already failed, and that is where the real story begins. Miami's biggest problem was never a lack of talent. It was what happened when the easy plays disappeared. Once defenses took away the quick throws and forced the Dolphins into a slower, more physical game, the offense often lost control. The speed was still there, but the answers were not. In the biggest moments, Miami looked built to impress, not built to survive. The cracks became harder to ignore. Injuries kept testing the depth, the offensive line could not stay steady, and one bad series often changed the whole feel of a game. Opponents knew that if they hit Miami early, stopped the first read, and made the offense play through pressure, the Dolphins could be pushed out of rhythm. That was the real issue. The team looked dangerous when everything went right, but too easy to stop when it did not. That is why this change had to go deeper than one coach or one playbook. Miami needed a quarterback who could create something after the play broke down, keep the defense guessing, and give the offense another way to fight back. That brings the story to Malik Willis, a player whose NFL career has reached the point where there may be no next chance after this one. For Malik Willis, this is bigger than winning a starting job. This may be the moment that decides how the rest of his NFL career is viewed. He entered the league with real promise, but the early results never matched the hype. Now he has reached the stage where teams stop talking about potential and start asking one simple question. Can he actually lead an offense? That answer will come down to the small things. Willis has to get the ball out on time, trust what he sees, and stay in control when the first option is covered. Coaches are watching how he handles the huddle, how he responds after a bad throw, and whether teammates believe in him when the game gets tight. Those details will matter more than one long pass or one big run in practice. Miami is giving him a clean chance, but not an easy one. He has to prove he can be steady, not just exciting. If he shows real growth, the Dolphins can shape the offense around what he does best. If he does not, this opportunity may close just as quickly as it opened. And that is why the next step matters so much. Miami now has to build a system that gives Willis the best chance to succeed. Miami's next move is clear. Make the defense guess on every snap. With Bobby Slowick shaping the system, the Dolphins can mix inside runs, quick passes, play action, and option looks without changing the same basic setup. That matters because it keeps defenders from attacking one spot. One wrong step could open a lane for Devon Achane or leave a receiver free across the middle. Achane is the key piece because he can hurt teams in more than one way. He can run between the tackles, bounce outside, or catch the ball in space. Miami can move him around before the snap and force linebackers to show their plan early. Add a mobile quarterback to that mix, and edge defenders must choose between chasing the runner or staying home. That small pause is often all an offense needs to break a big play. The wide receiver battle will also shape how dangerous this unit becomes. Young players such as Kevin Coleman Jr., Caleb Douglas, and Chris Bell are fighting for snaps, and each one brings a different skill. Miami does not need all of them to become stars right away. It needs a few reliable targets who can block, get open, and finish drives. But while the offense is still learning how these pieces fit together, another side of the team is already setting the pace. The biggest surprise in Miami is not coming from the offense. It is coming from a defense that is already making life hard for everyone in front of it. Pass lanes are closing fast, running backs are being met early, and quarterbacks are being forced to make rushed choices. What looked like a group with too many questions is starting to play with a clear plan. Willie Gay Jr. gives the middle of the defense real speed, while David Ojabo has the chance to bring fresh energy off the edge. Michael Taffe and Jacob Rodriguez add smart, active players who can line up in different spots and react quickly. In the secondary, Chris Johnson, Juju Brents, and Jason Marshall Jr. are being pushed to stay tight in coverage and finish every play. That matters because Miami may need this unit to carry the team early in the season. A defense that can force short drives, steal a few possessions, and keep the score under control can give a new offense time to grow. But there is still a serious problem hiding behind this early progress, and it starts with the parts of the roster that are not ready yet. The early signs look good, but Miami still has a few problems that could turn into real trouble once the games begin. The biggest one is the offensive line. Austin Jackson's health matters because one injury could force younger players such as back, more trust in the secondary, and better answers on special teams. These are the areas that often decide close games, and they become even more important when the starters are tired or hurt. A strong first unit can win attention, but a weak second unit can lose a season. That is why the next few roster moves matter so much. Miami has to decide which young players are ready, which veterans can still help, and where outside help may be needed. The Dolphins have built the base of their new team, but the final pieces could decide whether this plan holds together or falls apart. Now comes the part where Miami has to make hard choices. Clelin Ferrell gives the front more experience, while players like Elijah Badger effort, discipline, and whether a player can help in more than one way. Miami is not looking for the biggest name, it is looking for the right player. A late signing, trade, or surprise cut could still change the final roster. But once those choices are made, there will be no more talk about plans or potential. Miami will have to show what this team really is, and that answer will decide how people view the entire season. Miami's season will not be decided by one great Dolphins fall behind, lose momentum, or face a team that refuses to let them play their way. That is when we will find out whether this group is truly different, or whether the same old problems are still waiting under the surface. Success does not have to mean a Super Bowl run right away. It can mean fewer late-game mistakes, better control in close games, and a team that stays together after taking a hard hit. Miami needs to show that it can adjust, finish drives, and respond without losing focus. Those small moments will tell us more than any camp report or preseason result. The Dolphins have chosen a harder path, but it may be the right one. This season is about proving that the team can fight through pressure, instead of fading when the game turns against it. Miami does not need to look perfect. It needs to look ready. And if that change is real, the NFL may soon find out that this team is far more dangerous than anyone expected. Blessings to all my subscribers, family. Your support means everything. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and I catch you in the next one.